Hey, 49ers faithful. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on our beloved San Francisco 49ers. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any breaking news or exciting updates about the Niners. San Francisco 49ers are reportedly making waves in the football world with a move that could reshape their defensive identity for years to come. Rumors have been swirling that Danielle Hunter, a name synonymous with relentless pressure and elite pass rushing ability, is being targeted to join the squad. And if this materializes, it could signal a new era for a team already brimming with talent. Observers are already speculating how Hunter's arrival might disrupt offensive lines across the league, considering his reputation for not just chasing quarterbacks, but completely altering the rhythm of opposing offenses. Analysts suggest that pairing Hunter with the 49ers' existing defensive assets could create a nightmare scenario for quarterbacks, forcing them into hurried decisions and uncharacteristic mistakes. Fans are already envisioning a defense where each snap is a potential highlight, with Hunter as the catalyst, injecting energy and unpredictability into a system that thrives on both. The chatter in sports circles isn't just about Hunter's individual brilliance, but also about the strategic domino effect. Could this move push other franchises to make bold, aggressive acquisitions in response, or will it leave the league reeling in awe at the 49ers' ambition and calculated approach? Beyond the immediate impact on the defensive line, the potential acquisition of Hunter raises broader questions about team chemistry and how seamlessly he would fit into the 49ers' locker room. Sources close to the organization hint at discussions emphasizing not only Hunter's physical abilities, but also his leadership qualities, his ability to mentor younger players, and his presence as a psychological force on and off the field. There is speculation that coaching staff see Hunter as more than a player. They see him as a transformative figure capable of elevating the entire defensive unit to a level that could dominate games without relying solely on offensive fireworks. Conversations among insiders suggest that Hunter's adaptability, combined with his relentless work ethic, might allow him to mesh seamlessly with the 49ers' existing schemes, potentially even inspiring subtle tactical shifts that exploit his unique strengths. Of course, all of this remains speculation, but the excitement among fans and commentators is palpable, creating a narrative where the 49ers are not just participating in a market. They're asserting dominance and sending a message about their commitment to excellence and strategic foresight in a league where marginal gains can define legacies. The financial implications of bringing Danielle Hunter to San Francisco are equally fascinating, with murmurs that the team is prepared to make a substantial investment to secure his services. Speculators are already dissecting how this deal could influence salary cap dynamics, contract negotiations, and future roster flexibility, with some arguing that the team's willingness to go big might indicate a broader philosophy of prioritizing defensive supremacy over short-term budget constraints. Industry insiders speculate that Hunter's potential contract would reflect not only his elite performance metrics, but also intangible assets such as leadership, resilience, and his marketability, which could translate into increased fan engagement and merchandising revenue. There is also discussion around the ripple effect this might have on other players in the league, potentially sparking a wave of defensive signings as franchises scramble to counteract what could become a defining competitive advantage for the 49ers. Speculation runs wild with every detail, from possible incentives for Pro Bowl appearances to clauses that reward postseason dominance, creating a narrative where financial strategy and football excellence intersect in a way that could redefine the team's trajectory for years. Observers continue to debate whether this move is a calculated risk or a clear signal of a franchise willing to gamble heavily on elite defensive talent to achieve supremacy. Adding Hunter to the 49ers roster is not just about numbers or accolades. It's about narrative, reputation, and perception within the league. Sources close to the inner workings of NFL negotiations suggest that this potential signing could shift how rival teams perceive San Francisco, marking them as not only contenders, but as aggressors in the market, unafraid to challenge the status quo. Analysts speculate that the psychological effect on opponents might be profound. Offensive coordinators could find themselves constantly recalibrating game plans to account for Hunter's presence, potentially overcomplicating strategies and opening opportunities for the 49ers to exploit. Rumors even hint at discussions within the team's management about leveraging Hunter's arrival as a cultural pivot, emphasizing toughness, accountability, and a relentless pursuit of victory, traits that could resonate beyond the field and into organizational identity. Fan forums and social media are already buzzing with theories, debates, and hypotheticals about how Hunter's skill set will complement emerging talents on the roster, creating scenarios where games are won not just through athletic performance, but through the strategic intimidation that an elite defender can instill. The speculation creates an atmosphere thick with anticipation, where every tweet and insider report fuels a narrative of a franchise positioning itself as a dominant force both on the field and in the broader NFL ecosystem. The tactical implications of Hunter joining the 49ers are equally fascinating to dissect, with insiders suggesting a potential reshaping of defensive strategies to maximize his abilities. There is talk that coaches might experiment with hybrid roles, allowing Hunter to rotate between edge rush and interior pressure, creating mismatches and forcing offenses into reactive play rather than proactive schemes. Analysts speculate about the potential synergy with other defensive stars, imagining combinations where Hunter's speed and power are amplified by complementary players, producing scenarios where double teams become mandatory and even then may not suffice to neutralize his threat. The rumors suggest that the defensive playbook could see innovative adaptations, incorporating zones, blitz packages, and stunts designed to exploit Hunter's strengths while keeping opponents guessing on every snap. Such speculation excites fans and critics alike, as the theoretical applications of his skill set could redefine conventional defensive tactics in the league. Even conversations about potential preseason formations, mock drills, and practice footage are fueling debates, with enthusiasts imagining the chaos Hunter could sow in opposing huddles, turning every offensive drive into a high-stakes psychological battle where his presence alone commands respect and alters the tempo of the game. Finally, the fan reaction to these rumors is creating a narrative almost as compelling as the potential signing itself, with speculation running rampant across social media, sports talk shows, and online forums. Discussions range from pragmatic assessments of how Hunter might statistically improve the 49ers' sack totals and turnover ratios to more sensational theories about how his mere presence could intimidate entire divisions. Speculators even suggest that Hunter's signing could catalyze a cultural shift in San Francisco, inspiring younger players to elevate their performance and reinforcing a team identity centered on resilience, aggression, and excellence. Industry watchers argue that such a move signals the team's commitment to long-term dominance, highlighting an approach that values elite defensive capabilities as the foundation for sustained success. The rumor mill is operating at full capacity, with every new report sparking further analysis, hypothetical scenarios, and intense debate about the future of the franchise. In short, the anticipation surrounding Danielle Hunter and the 49ers is not merely about a player joining a team. It's about the unfolding of a story where ambition, strategy, and speculation converge to create a compelling narrative that captivates fans and critics alike, leaving everyone eager for confirmation or even subtle hints of progress in negotiations. Speculation continues to swirl regarding how Danielle Hunter's potential arrival could redefine the 49ers' defensive identity, with insiders suggesting that his presence might catalyze a transformation that goes far beyond statistics. There are rumors that coaching staff are already contemplating adjustments that leverage Hunter's unique combination of explosiveness, technique, and game intelligence, with whispers about creative blitz schemes, rotational alignments, and situational deployments designed to maximize his impact while keeping offenses off balance. Analysts speculate that his arrival could allow other defenders more freedom to take calculated risks, knowing that Hunter's pressure might compensate for coverage gaps or misreads, essentially multiplying the effectiveness of the entire defensive unit. Some observers even suggest that Hunter could emerge as a mentor figure, guiding younger talents in reading offensive formations, understanding nuanced line calls, and maintaining focus under high-pressure moments, which could elevate not only individual performance, but the collective defensive output. Fans and commentators alike are imagining a defense that becomes synonymous with unpredictability, where Hunter's ability to collapse pockets and force errors injects an intangible edge, creating games where momentum shifts in an instant and every snap feels electrifying. The rumors, while unconfirmed, are already generating buzz that positions the 49ers as not just participants, but potential architects of a new defensive standard in the league. Financially, speculation about Hunter's potential contract with the 49ers has become a talking point among sports economists and insiders, with whispers about incentives tied to Pro Bowl appearances, postseason performance, and leadership metrics. Rumors suggest that the team is prepared to make a significant commitment, signaling both confidence in Hunter's abilities and a strategic willingness to invest in defensive excellence. Observers are already analyzing the implications for roster management, debating whether such a move could influence decisions on retaining other key defensive contributors or necessitate adjustments to salary cap allocations. There is even speculation that Hunter's marketability could factor into the team's calculations, with potential boosts in ticket sales, merchandise, and fan engagement considered alongside his on-field impact. Some analysts propose that the financial gamble is indicative of a broader philosophy, one that prioritizes the long-term construction of a championship-caliber defense over short-term cost-saving measures. The rumors alone have catalyzed discussions about league-wide responses, suggesting that rival franchises might feel compelled to act aggressively to counter a potential 49ers defensive juggernaut, further amplifying the speculative drama surrounding the potential signing. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. From a psychological standpoint, the speculation around Hunter's arrival touches on themes of intimidation, confidence, and team morale. Observers suggest that his presence could alter the mindset of opponents, creating hesitation and overcompensation in offensive lines and quarterbacks, even before any game action occurs. There is also talk that within the 49ers locker room, Hunter's reputation for relentless pursuit and high football IQ could inspire teammates to elevate their own performance, reinforcing a culture of accountability and dominance. Analysts are speculating that his arrival could create subtle shifts in leadership dynamics, with Hunter potentially emerging as a vocal, influential figure who challenges teammates to embrace intensity and focus in practice and games alike. Fans are already crafting narratives, imagining the psychological warfare Hunter might instigate, from forced errors to momentum-altering plays that demoralize opponents. Even discussions around potential pre-game rituals, in-game adjustments, and motivational strategies have been fueled by speculation, creating a storyline where Hunter's impact could transcend conventional statistics and redefine what it means to command respect and assert control on the football field. Tactically, the 49ers could experience a revolution in defensive strategy if Hunter joins the team, according to insiders who speculate on potential alignments and creative schemes. Some suggest a rotational system that keeps Hunter fresh for critical moments while maximizing pressure across the defensive line, while others imagine hybrid deployments that allow him to exploit mismatches against slower offensive tackles. Rumors also indicate that coaches may experiment with innovative blitz packages, zone manipulations, and stunts designed to confuse quarterbacks, making it difficult for offenses to anticipate threats. Analysts speculate that Hunter's presence could also indirectly enhance coverage schemes, as force pressure up front might lead to hurried throws, interceptions, or incomplete passes, magnifying the impact of the secondary. The cumulative speculation paints a picture of a defense transformed, where traditional boundaries are challenged, and opponents must constantly adapt to the unpredictability and intensity Hunter could inject. Fans are reveling in these hypothetical scenarios, imagining a defense that not only performs at elite levels, but actively dictates the pace and tone of games, reshaping how competitors approach the 49ers in every matchup. The ripple effects of Hunter potentially joining San Francisco extend to league dynamics, with speculation suggesting that rival teams might alter draft strategies, free agent acquisitions, and coaching approaches in response. Analysts are theorizing that the 49ers could become a blueprint for aggressive defensive construction, inspiring other franchises to prioritize pass rushers and disruptive edge players in unprecedented ways. There's also conjecture about how this move might shift power balances within the division, with opponents forced to consider not just matchups, but psychological and strategic pressures introduced by Hunter's presence. Fan discussions are rife with what-if scenarios. How might offensive coordinators adapt? Could this force a new era of quarterback mobility? And will other teams attempt equally bold maneuvers to counteract a rising defensive juggernaut? The rumor mill, though unconfirmed, continues to spin these narratives, creating a sense of league-wide anticipation and strategic recalibration, where every reported negotiation and hypothetical deployment contributes to an atmosphere charged with possibility and speculation about the future landscape of competition. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.